comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Who's gonna make a move? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Jump in finds the mark. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Box him with a target combo. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Big counter. Player 1 is gonna have to wait and cages them in with the left shuka. Counting on the super to do the job. 3-volt ices there. Smart decision there. The chip damage was enough. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Who's going to start things off? Throws them to negate the block. Good work staying in throw range there. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Player 1 has the meter lead. Spikes him with 3 gloves. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Both fighters planning something? Throwing some shade. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. They were expecting that drive impact. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 1 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Knockdown and player 2 is dominating, pounding them with the left shuka. Can they stand the heat? The super doesn't in there. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? This is crucial. The opening round is about to begin. Jump in finds the mark. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Decent damage. What's next? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Nails the anti-air. The throw misses. What are they thinking here? The pace is slowed considerably. Who will make the first move? Oh, whiffs the grab. Time to do some damage after that wall splat. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Oh! Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Taking stock. Okay, creating some space here. Beats them and goes in for the hug. Next hit will end the round. Flies in with a fist to keep them experiencing burnout. Each hit is so important here. Player 1 needs to use the smart decision there. The chip damage was enough. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Brushes that off and keeps going. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Add a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Interdiction! Nothing's gonna save them now. Say goodbye to that life bar! Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Have they noticed experiencing burnout? Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Quick breather. Player 1 has the deck stacked against them. In there! That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Will we see our fighters feel each other out or just let down to the wire? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 1 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Oh! Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. A little too capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Pokes with a medium kick. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Shows the medium kick. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the ends the meter. Hoping for a good return. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
Now you know.
Oh wow, look at the damage they did. Fantastic work with that combo. Burnout activates. Player 2 needs to use their essence. They were not cleared for takeoff. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. This is crucial. The opening round is about to begin. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Blocks the jump in. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Down to the wire. Box him with a target. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Burns 2 bars to pull out the super. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Sneaks in the throw. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Shows a medium kick. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Goes for the super arm. That's not gonna hit. Pokes with a medium kick. Smart play with the throw. Knockdown and... They may be planning to hit them with a stop and block. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Crowds of what a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation. Will this super art do anything? Loads up the javelin and blast them with the good stuff. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. A trade, but still works out. Noticeable life lead is a cup. They are done. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Clean parry. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Player 2 has the life advantage. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Holds out with the block. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. No more drive gauge. Can't tech the throw. Trying to read each other here? Taking stock. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. They break things off to take a quick breather. Life lead is opening up, but that could still KO. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage? Down to the wire. Good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Using the target combo as a filler. We have Super Arts Javelin of Marisa. Digs in it. Player, they couldn't tech the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? They exchange blows. Player 1 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Oh man, this is a scary range. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. The pre-glove skewers them. Both sides getting ready. Things are very tense as this exchange continues. Gets them with a Euro step. Comes for them with a balance. Turns out. What now? Dangerous range here. Ooh, the ground impact hits for a punish. A real test of nerves here. Reads the throw and escapes. Oh my, the throw tech. Genius read with that throw escape. Gotta do better than that. Are they going to be able to perfect tech? Yo, Rock super here. Add up that grip, muscle, and speed, and we're talking a crispy medium kick. Player 2 straight up outplayed them. Talk about a David and Goliath situation.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 2 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. What's the play here? Blocks the jump in. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Taking stock. Feeling out the spacing. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. It's a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. Where is their opening? Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Trying to read each other? KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Got their eye on the air. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Just out of range for that throw. Spends the gauge for the drive reversal. Earns a breather to reset the situation. Big counter. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side flip. Goes with a safe stuff with that target combo. Not much life difference. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Player 1 will need to play it conservative until they fools them and locks them in embrace. Barely blocks the jump in. Burnout activates. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Puts them on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 2 played with a lot of heart to pull off a tremendous win. Definitely one to watch. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. It's back with a well-placed drive reversal. Wants the reset enough to burn some drive gauge. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Deftly shuts out the jump in. Both sides looking for an opening. Jump in finds the mark. What are they thinking here? Both fighters have no meter. Who's going to make the first move? Gaining the meter would open up the opportunity to deal huge damage, but that's easier said than done. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. They're jostling for the dominant... Burnout activates! And the throw ends the round. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Torbalan! Both fighters planning something? Time to reassess the situation? Hit them with a stopping block. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync, experiencing burnout. Player 2 is dominating this match. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Drive reversal. KO! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Challenge from above. Checks with a medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. 3-volt? With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Comes for them with a front set off. Dangerous range here. The throw is denied. Both sides getting ready. Player 1 can't let this simmer. Crowns him from above. Player 1 with the rhythm. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Will this be enough to kill?
Now you know.
It doesn't kill. They're still in this. What'll be the plan here? It is over. Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Gets the jump in. Barely blocks the jump in. Holds out with a block. The combo's there. What's going to follow the combo? Player 1 chases them down. Very solid corner switch. That's the jump in they were looking for. You always look up when they're cornered. Solid throw tech. Box him with a target. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. From up above, knockdown. Brings up the round, ending it with a powerful drive impact. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. This fight is just up. Sees him coming and shrugs it off with a super arm. Flies in with a hit them with a stopping block. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Barely blocks the jump in. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Player 1 is dominating this match. Knockdown and the corner throw ends it. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. How How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round?
What?
Jump in finds the mark. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Takes a trip. KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Goes for the super art? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 2 got smothered that round. They'll need to shake it off and show some more adaptation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 1 just hits them with a stop and bomb. Opts to continue experiencing burnout. Both fighters planning something? Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. The drive off the table. What else have they got? Side switch in the corner. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Smart play with a throw. A quick breather. Spikes him with 3 gloves. Player 2 is dominating this match. They were not cleared for takeoff. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Sneaks in above. Barely blocks the jump in. Still plenty of time left. What are they gonna do? That's a counter. Going in? Player 1 can't try to act quickly but whiff the attack. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impact. The jump in is denied. Ooh, what a smart throw. Oh, here we go. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super huge chance after that wall splash. Player 2 is gonna read the jump in perfectly. Jump, clutch, anti-air. Jump, nothing stops this train. Connects with the throw. Ooh, you shoot their shot. Trying to counter on the action. All in with the rush. Oh, putting the cherry on top. The super hit is gonna be enough to kill. Does not leave anything to chance with that super finish. Player 2 straight up outplayed them. Talk about a David and Goliath situation. It's not over yet. Just believe it's time for that run back. A jump in, grabs and throws him away. Throwing some shade. Had the radar up and running. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 2 with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Knockdown. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. Starting to sweat a bit. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Taking stock. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Surprises them with a drive rush. Knockdown. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Combo with the target combo. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Jump. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Not shy with the grab. Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Spikes them with 3 gloves. Changes things up with an overhead. Torbaline. Super hard on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation digs in deep to get that drive in. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive. Opts for the critical art. Marisa delivering the goddess of the hunt. Heavy damage incoming. This is going to hurt. Somehow manages to block the impact. Squash. Gotta do better than that. Gotta be careful not to whip. Knew the throw was coming. Come for them with the phalanx. The drive gauge is screaming for more attention. In with the phalanx. What now? The net closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Checks with a medium. Phalanx from above. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Not wasting any time. Finn fools them and locks them in embrace. Okay, here we go. Break them. Player one is on the perfect execution with the anti-air. Reversal. Somehow manages to pump the brakes on the impact. They're in range. Shrugs that off. Send them to another dimension. What's next? A single hit will do it. Reads the jump in perfectly. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Player one doesn't set the throw. Player two straight up outplayed them. Talk about a David and Goliath situation.